Hey friend, Holly Perkins here. I want to talk to you about shoes. Isn't that so appropriate? Women, we love to talk about shoes. Fun little personal insight. I legitimately have about 10 times more athletic shoes than I do stilettos, and I am proud of that. I am definitely a shoe aficionado. I love my athletic shoes, and I have a pair of shoes for all my different activities, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I get this question all the time. What kind of shoes should I be using? First and foremost, you want the highest quality shoes you can afford, and two, you want to keep them fresh. Your shoes should always be 6 months old or less. Now, often I hear, I bought a pair of shoes 2 years ago and I've only worn them 10 times. Can't I still use them? No. If they're older than 6 or 9 months, you need new shoes because the shoe materials just break down over time because of air, and that's what they do. So you really do want to keep your shoes as new as possible, as frequently as you're able to. 6 to 9 months is a good time to make sure that you're getting new shoes. So here is the simple form. If you are not running, do not wear a running shoe. If you're running, a running shoe works. Every other activity that you do, if you're not running, do not wear a running shoe. And here is why. Imagine you have no shoes on and you are standing up straight. Your heel hits on the floor at about a 90-degree angle at your ankle, and that is very important. As soon as you put on a running shoe, which has a heel on it, which is appropriate for running, it basically puts your body into a high heel shoe. So your athletic shoe then becomes raised, and that changes the musculature you use in your workouts. So for all of your workouts outside of running, you want your heel to be close to the ground so that you've got a good 90-degree angle at the ankle. That is because whatever movement that you're making, your body then activates more of the posterior chain muscles, which are your hamstrings, your glutes, affect your pelvis, and therefore you use your core and your back muscles more, and that's really important. So if you're going into the gym and you're doing strength training for your lower body and you have on a high-heeled running shoe, you're going to activate your legs and your glutes less than if you had a flat shoe. So I always recommend to people, go out and find a cross-training shoe. Generally, you're going to find cross-training shoes that are light and flexible and airy. Then you're going to find some that are sturdy and solid and inflexible and maybe a little heavier. You want to choose the one based on your activity. If you're doing a lot of strength training, you want to focus on a structured shoe that's very flat. If you're doing general workouts like classes in the elliptical and some strength training, you can go for a lighter, more flexible shoe. In both cases, you really want to aim for one that has what's called a low heel to toe drop. It's a millimeter measurement between the heel and the toe, and you want that drop to be as little as possible so that your foot is parallel with the ground and you get that 90-degree angle at your ankle. It makes a huge difference, especially if you are one of the approximately 90% of women who have weak glutes. It's really critical that you're getting those flat shoes so that you really activate your glute muscles during your workouts. Another question I get all the time is, I work out at home, do I have to wear shoes? And the answer is, you always wear shoes, unless you're doing yoga, martial arts, or Tai Chi. Always. If you're working out at home on carpet, you need shoes. If you're working out at the beach, you need shoes. If you're working out on the grass, you need shoes. Think of it this way, your foot and your shoe is the foundation to your building that is your body. If you were going to build a beautiful $1 million home, you would make sure that foundation is perfect, right? It's got to be solid, it's got to be level, it needs to support this $1 million structure, and you are exactly the same. Your foot and your shoes need to create a foundation for that $1 million body, $10 million body that you're walking around in. So think of it that way. It's your foundation. It's your only technology between you and the ground, and you really want to give your body the best foundation for your workout always wear your shoes no matter where you are. I hope this helps. I'd love to hear from you. As you can tell, I'm obsessed with athletic shoes. I love them. I know a lot about them, and I'm happy to share. So leave your questions and comments right there, and be sure to sign up for my free email updates at hollyperkins.com. They come out twice a month. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time.